Hey guys, just wanted to make a short video talking about us going downtown this Friday and Saturday to go hand socks out to the homeless. Actually, I went and visited Benny Knoll here earlier today, and he kind of gave us a couple of words of advice, and I'll have that video after this video. But basically, we just want to encourage you guys, come down and kind of get a couple of things on the table. One is, we are not going to take care of getting rid of homeless problem in Boulder tomorrow. That's not the purpose of this trip. There's probably a decent chance we're not going to end up baptizing anybody tomorrow. There's probably a chance we're not going to get somebody off the streets and get them a job and get them married. That isn't the point of us going downtown. The point of us going downtown and handing out socks, really, the socks aren't even the main point. The main point is just for us to try to do like Jesus did. And Jesus was consistently around the least of these. You guys have heard it 100 times in scriptures and devotionals and things like that, how he always surrounded himself with people who were partiers, with alcoholics, with drunkards, with prostitutes, with tax collectors. He was constantly being invited to parties, and he went to them. He was constantly surrounding himself with people who weren't Christians. And so really, in my opinion, I think the most important thing we can do with going downtown to hand out socks is to just do like Jesus did. For some of us, that may feel really uncomfortable. I know it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. But the point isn't, hey, here's some socks. All right, I'm going to hand out more socks. Matter of fact, we're not going to take that many socks with us, probably. The point is, go find somebody. Say, hey, I've got some socks that we're handing out. Could you use a couple of pair? Hand them a couple of pair. And then sit down with them. Maybe, or even say, hey, you want to grab some coffee with me? Or, hey, can I grab you some breakfast or something like that? But the point is just to sit down with somebody who oftentimes is ignored by the rest of the world, who oftentimes is had suffering and pain in their life. And the point is just to do what Jesus would do and sit down and have a conversation. If you feel called to say, hey, what can I pray for you, or something like that, that's great. But again, our point is not to go down and try to evangelize, because personally, I think churches and Christians make the mistake of going, hey, let me give you something, give you some food, or give you a sock, and now you probably want to give your life to Jesus. Well, the problem with that is you don't have a relationship with that person. You've gone down and you've done one thing one time, and it just something about not having a relationship with somebody before you start to maybe call them into a relationship with Jesus makes me a little uncomfortable. But if you feel like God puts that on your heart, maybe you need to do that. But ultimately, I just want to kind of share with you guys. Would love for you to join us. We're going to meet downtown 5 o'clock. Have all the information in this email. On Friday, 5 o'clock Friday. Saturday, 7:30. The reason we're doing 7:30 is that's about the time that the homeless folks are usually being woken up by the police officers around that area, saying, hey, time for you guys to kind of move along. We thought that'd be a great chance to see them and give them some socks and maybe even do breakfast with some like that. So tomorrow, this weekend could be a 10-minute event. It could be a 2-hour event. It's kind of really up to you personally how long you want to stay down and spend time with folks. But we're looking forward to hopefully being a part of that. And now, take a minute to watch this video of Benny Knoll, who works with the Sevens Homeless Ministry, and just kind of his thoughts on, hey, here's a couple of things to keep in mind as you're spending time with homeless folks, a couple of things to do and maybe a couple of things not to do. So thanks, and let me know if you guys have any questions.